Hit him with a three count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild. Man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a three count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the.
All right. Clearly, y'all know Cliff's not running this show. My laptop's not equipped to do this. So, welcome.
Okay. Yeah, next time I'll do that part.
Welcome. As I try to figure out how to work the show without Cliff on this Chromebook. Yeah. So, with that being said, sorry I wasted about a minute and a half of you guys' time listening to that terrible background music. So, let me get this going. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin, the Capital Region's best kept secret, and the Dawn of the Mid-Atlantic, your boy, the Don Chaz Evans. Welcome to Chaz and Friends. Let me introduce to you my friend. That way or this way, whatever it is. Anyway, all the way from the depths of his bedroom, in his bed, ladies and gentlemen, he is the super villain himself. All right, we run on SV time, super villain time. Okay, that is where Damien has been for probably the past 4 hours, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to do the show still right here in my bed." So welcome. Live from Damien's bedroom, ladies and gentlemen, the super villain, Damien Fatal.
Oh man, this blanket and this pillow is so comfortable. Oh, and it's not hot in here. Great.
It's funny when you said you were doing the show in your room. I was like, all right, cool. I figured, you had the setup. Then you popped on and you had your red light on and you were still in the bed. And I got, all right, that's what we're doing today. I said, I know how this show's going to go. That's why I made sure that I took the time to heavily market the episode. All right, this is the episode that we get canceled. I'm very, very sure of it. So let's get right down to it. All right. If you have not already done so, make sure you follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. We're literally on everything. Thread's not down there because it costs money to make a new layout. So if you buy a shirt, maybe we can get a new layout that has threads, but it's all 3-count pod except for Twitter. I'm sorry, X. See, we need a new graphic that has the little X because it's not Twitter anymore.
Oh, God.
It's Twitter. I'm calling it Twitter because that's what I am known to do because it is Twitter. But yeah, 3-count_pod. Other than that, it is 3-count pod. All one word, no space. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on wherever you're watching us live. And if you're checking this out on our audio platform, on our podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast fancy thingamajiggy on, hit that subscribe button. On Apple Podcasts, make sure you hit that 5-star Frog Splash review off of the top of the elimination chamber. Yeah, we had to go back down because I couldn't think of. Look, when we said Mount Everest, I was like, all right, I can't just automatically just go, off of the, the International Space Station. Then there's nothing else to do. But then that's it. That's it. That's the end of the gimmick, though. Where else am I going to go after that? All the way from Krypton. Krypton's destroyed.
There's other planets.
Oh, you're right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All the way from Namek. You know what? There we go. Yeah, you're right. New Namek. You're right. New Namek. So there we go. Better yet, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to skip the space station. On Apple Podcasts, give us that 5-star Frog Splash review off of New Namek, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And on Spotify, give us a like on there as well. All right. Let's start things off hot. What grinds Damien's gears? We're starting off the show like that today. That's what we're doing.
Chris Jericho.
I knew it. I knew it. When I watched
15 minutes of my life.
Look, oh God. I watched Dynamite. I watched like the first half of it. And oh Oh, when I watched this, I just could not. I was like, nope, I'm not going to call him. I was like, I know he's going to talk about it on Sunday. I know he is. I will wait till then. But I wanted to call you so bad. Just
it
to
was
be.
so. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Every
Oh my
last
goodness.
bit of it was bad.
That was cinema, brother. Okay.
Cinema.
Cinema, as the kids say.
And that was a small town play where
Oh,
like the town only has 5 people in it. That's what that was. That was horrible. That was horrible.
oh my gosh. I didn't
And
so
then don't get me started with Danny Garcia. The
I
dancing. The dancing.
it grown on me. I like it.
He didn't have to do that to him before he left.
Yes, he
He
did.
could have just kept him
Yes, he
walking.
did. No, yes, he
No,
did.
he didn't.
Yes, he did. You have been watching just as much of Danny Garcia. No, probably not as much as me because I'm a definite fan. But you've seen he has to. You knew he had to. Don't act like he did not. You knew it. You knew he did.
That segment was horrible. It was like the worst breakup I've ever seen.
Oh,
It was one of those where it was so fucking obvious. You know they weren't going to be like, you know what, we forgive you. We all know what's going to happen.
well,
It's
not
already
necessarily.
gone down.
What you call it? Sammy Guevara stayed.
He might as well not what he said. He said maybe you get your shit together. What kind of half-ass answer is that? You're already going against what your baby mama thinks.
But look,
They're married, aren't they?
they are married. Yes, that's his wife.
Shame on them.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I hope they have a healthy kid. I might not, care for him, but I hope the kid's healthy.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
He's got
I didn't think the
horrible
segment was bad.
parents.
I didn't think this. Oh my. I didn't dislike it. I didn't like it. I was like, all right, let's get through this so Jericho can go be with Don, and Don creates his little super family. Like, okay. I thought it was funny. Maybe that probably wasn't the point, but it is not my how about this? It is not Chris Jericho punching Shawn Michaels' wife. How's that?
No, that was at least entertaining.
It is not that. Yes, and by stands of that point, it's not Chris Jericho's. It's not my favorite Chris Jericho, segment.
Man, nothing he's done in the past
That's
4
not true.
years has been
That's
my
not
favorite.
True. Okay, yes.
The past 4 years, I didn't say ever.
I thought you were going to say whatever he's done isn't like people are going to talk about, because I was going to say that he had, even though this run, we have been very, 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 and not me included, very, 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 very critical of Mr. Jericho and all of his outside wrestling endeavors as well. There's stuff that he's done in AEW that when you look back over his career, that's going to be like, oh yeah, we got to talk about that. Like, as much as we hate it, this whole thing with MJF, that whole musical thing, they're never not going to talk about that.
What was the debut of Dynamite again?
What was it was the Inner Circle joint that was in DC. I was there for that.
Yeah, no. When was that? No, like the debut of Dynamite. That show was in January, right?
No, it was October. October.
Oh, it was October.
Yeah.
Well, in October we are celebrating the death of Jericho.
Oh no!
Every October I will be mourning his death from this point forward.
Oh my gosh! Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna take that and move that into temp check.
Oh.
We're coming hot. I told you this is how this show is going today. All right. Temp check. All right. For those who don't know what temp check is, me and Damien are going to give you our hottest and or coldest wrestlers going into the week. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, Damien, temp check. What you got for me, brother?
I guess I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna start with my hottest wrestler.
Yeah.
I think this week, it's kind of a toss up. I just don't want to keep saying anything to do with the bloodline because that's all that shit's hot. Like just the whole thing. That's good. That's good. So I think I'm gonna give it to somebody else. I think I'm gonna give it to Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah. No.
He's kind of been killing it.
Yeah. That's funny thing is this. Yeah, Dirty Dom. That's the first time I've
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
said that out loud.
I'm fucking with Dirty Dom.
Yeah, the past couple of weeks,
I
really.
know. Like since
I
he became North American champion.
like even like the slow build for what you call it, but even before then, really
Yeah,
like
that's true.
he's been cooking. And like he's really been
Yes,
cooking since WrestleMania, honestly. If you really look
yeah.
at the grand scheme of things, since
Even
WrestleMania,
yeah, with that lot. Yeah,
Dom's been cooking, and it's cool to see him finally come into his own. But I agree with you on that. That's my hottest wrestler too. Is Dom.
my coldest. We know who it is. We were just talking about this fool. It is definitely hands down. Oh, hold on. Is that cold or hot?
I think this is hot. That's just hot.
Okay, I was gonna say, oh, that's pretty sad if it's the cold. But yeah, no, it's Chris fucking Jericho. That is definitely my coldest. He will always be my coldest. The day that I take him off my cold list is the day that he legitimately passes away.
Oh my gosh! Even when he retires.
And I don't think he's gonna really retire.
Well, I mean, look. Fozzie's
He's
going.
gonna be one of those.
Fozzie's got to make. I know he's making a lot of money in AEW, but look, Fozzie's got to make another album soon, and they're gonna have to go on tour. He's gonna go away soon. He's not gonna be your coldest wrestler.
I hope he goes away forever.
That I can tell you that's not gonna happen.
I hope he goes away forever.
He's not. He's always going to be in some type of capacity. I promise
No.
you, he's going to commentate.
Oh, please don't.
He's going to
can't
commentate.
stand his voice.
I just want to let you know he is going to commentate.
That's when I stop watching whatever show he's commentating.
Oh my goodness.
I will boycott it.
Anyway, my hottest wrestler, like I said, I agree with you on that one, Damien. Dirty Dom, he's been killing it. My coldest wrestler, ooh, buddy, which will probably lead into our first debate topic. Jey Uso.
Oh,
yep. And we can go right into that. Yep. So first debate topic is Jey Uso leaving WWE. I will start off. I will start this off. I know I am in the minority, but I am over the bloodline. It's funny. Before we got on, I saw what what Kurt Angle had said about Jey Uso leaving. He was like, I love the bloodline stuff. I love it all. Everything's great. But now they're just making crap up. And I have to agree with him. That is probably the best way. What, man? Look, you had me with Jimmy turning on Jay. I was fine with that. You had me there. I went, what? Why are we doing this? But I get it. You had this Friday night where you had to explain everything, and you had Jimmy go, I did it because I love you. What is in it? This was it. Look, we need to dead it. We need to dead it and done. I don't know. Maybe SummerSlam, when SummerSlam rolls around, they need to figure, not SummerSlam, sorry, Survivor Series. Do something new where Raw superstars can compete for the SmackDown championships, and the SmackDown wrestlers can fight for the Raw championship. There's something different, since they're not going to do not going to do War Games. Do something different. It's kind of like the brand split thing, low key, and have Cody face Roman so Cody can take the belt now because this is done. I'm over it. This is.
Oh, I totally disagree with you.
And it's like my goodness, man.
It made sense.
I did it for the I would have been fine if he did that. I would have been more. That would have been great. Bruh, talk about a reveal.
Explanation made sense. No, his explanation made sense.
If he said I did it for The Rock, that would have been, bruh. That would have been the greatest
But
thing.
yeah, but no, the reason Jimmy of turning on his brother made sense. Was it a little convoluted?
All of it.
Because it didn't come out right. It didn't come out of Jimmy's mouth correctly. I think that's what made it off for me. But it made sense of the context of the reason why he did it. He didn't want his brother to become like Roman. He didn't want to split up the Usos.
But, bro, no. Sorry.
And then you add, hold on, and then you add in the fact that of the jealousy that he had towards Chaz. He's not going to come out and admit that right away. It makes sense.
Man. Whack.
It makes sense, bro.
Whack.
The only reason why I beat you up is because I love you, buddy. I did it for your own good.
What? What?
What?
You know what? Tomatoes. Man, look, look. Triple H and his little band of monkeys need to just put an L to that one. Just take that. Oh gosh. Look. How about this? I don't care how good any match can be. The story now is just bleh. They can have you can put any different combination of the bloodline and matches against each other, and they will all end up the same because it's how they've been for 1,000 something days. And it's the same formula. What else are we going to do until that final moment that it does happen? You want me to continue, like, if it is WrestleMania, if they are waiting to do it in Philly, oh my goodness, this is the worst. Like, I would have rather waited, to see Rock and Cena 2. This thing is just completely just drawn out the water. Put it on, for all I care, put it on Braun Strowman. Have some, I don't care. Have Bray Wyatt come back, take the belt, do something else. I am over it.
Oh,
over it. And it sucks because I acknowledge my tribal chief. I do. But when doo-doo stink, it stinks bad.
It wasn't that bad.
This story has gone. This whole bloodline thing it's now become a hodgepodge. What are they gonna do next? Jay's gone. So what? What is Jimmy about to do? What is the point? Like, clearly Jay's not gone. And then the idiots that were like, oh no, it's because his actual contract is and he doesn't have a no compete. What? That's I just hate it.
Okay, don't listen to the internet.
The internet's right. That's completely. If you do believe that, you're an idiot, and not just that, and you really are into it. And guess what? More power to you. Glad you still believe it.
In my opinion, the whole entire bloodline needs to be completely dissolved, and Roman needs to be by himself for the next until WrestleMania. At Survivor, or whatever the next show is, Payback, right?
Yes.
So maybe the next big show is Survivor Series. So maybe at Survivor Series, it just, Solo's gone. Everybody's gone. It's just Roman and Heyman. That's it.
That would be great.
And that's probably what's going to end up happening.
But this was just a real...
Yeah.
But that's still, even then, it was bleh to get to this point. Oh,
I really think it was Jimmy. I think it was Jimmy's delivery of his promo.
Maybe so, but guess what? That sucks because it killed it for me. Absolutely killed it. I was like, what?
James becomes the better Uso.
but the
We
thing
all
is
thought
that
it was
they are
Jimmy.
on my. Even we didn't get to talk about it. I barely liked the whole brother turning on the brother thing. Like it took me a couple of days. Like I promise you, my initial reaction to probably if we had the show last week would have been like, yeah, no, because I was like, I watched it with with my former tag partner in the when we practiced the dark arts, as Red Dog likes to say, former tag champion there, Chris Manning, and we both went, what? And I just I understand now. I was like, all right, cool. After I had more time to think about it, and I was like, all right, I can buy into it. I was like, I buy into it.
It was the explanation.
Like my homie, like he was like, what you call it? He did it for you. Like, what you mean? The whole reason he's fighting him is because of what? You.
Yeah.
He was in line until what? Jimmy said, "Nah, I don't like the way he treating you." Jay was living fine, man. Now he was the right hand man. All right. Jimmy didn't mess everything up. Jimmy always messing stuff up. That's the sad story. That's the sad story about the Usos. It's always Jimmy's fault.
It's because he's jealous.
And he always get. No, I'm not. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that.
Is he the one always getting in trouble? Is that what
Yeah,
you're ready to say?
that's exactly what I was about to say. Huh? My point
Possibly.
exactly. Maybe
Possibly.
this was the best thing for the Usos, so Jay can actually win, so people can actually stop talking about no, Jay's gonna win the belt, and Jimmy can be the glorified mid Carter, and so can Jay.
I guess we'll find out what happens.
Well, I guess so, but I still think I still think the bloodline now at this point it gets a bleh, dud. Remember we used to do match ratings for the pay per views?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, dud.
But no, I disagree. I think it's going just fine.
Dud.
There's a slight little disconnect with some of the delivery, but all in all, I get it. I feel like also there's stuff that they left out on purpose that will get revealed as we progress.
Maybe so. Yeah,
And
maybe
I
so.
think that's what it is. I honestly, that's what I think it is.
Maybe.
It still reminds me. It's still, I don't know. You know how I am about longevity with
Yeah.
storyline. It's like I don't know. It it would be like me getting mad at the whole MJF Adam Cole storyline that's going on right now. When I found out that they're gonna go for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships in the pre-show and then wrestle the main event. I was heated when I heard that, right? but I get it. They're trying to carry out this storyline of them being best friends.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So I get it.
That's why. And the funny thing is this. That's why when they did it, I was like, wow, they're going to really drag them. Like they're not going to have them like the turn till the day of the show. Right. So it's like, oh, they're about to kill each other.
And like I said, I get. For me, from a standpoint as a businessman, I feel like it's like I feel like it's too much, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
For the storyline to progress, so it's one of those where it's like I'm setting aside my judgment to kind of see what the outcome is going to be and see if they can deliver with the outcome.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think and the funny thing is this, I think they absolutely will. I have no doubt that the whole the whole storyline with them, it's documented on the show. At first I was like, haven't we seen this before? And then I'm like, oh, wait a second, this is actually pretty interesting. So, yeah. And the tag matches they did in the towards in the tournament was actually fire. So like,
Yeah, no,
and they were like the whole double clothesline gimmick. I thought was nice. It was a cool touch, at least for me. So, but look,
yeah. With
all right,
that being said, just be patient.
yeah, I guess so. I so hope Cole turns heel. You are
You and me both.
wow, y'all are wow.
I
Wow.
want him to do it. I want him to do it.
So
That
are
would
we
be hilarious.
so we're oh wow. So we're gonna turn MJF full on babyface. I mean, he is. Wow, that's interest. You know what? I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want
Well,
to talk
look,
because that's
look.
interesting.
We
That
know.
I've never thought. I've never look. I've
Really think
never
about it.
thought that.
Cole is a piece of shit as a heel.
Well, yes,
He is a good
absolutely,
heel.
yes.
Why would it would be great for him to be the bigger piece of shit? Because we know he can pull it off. He
Bruh.
needs something. He
Look,
needs something.
so you're telling me that he costs yo? I get you telling me Cole and Wembley will be booing the that's
Oh, I know they would.
that's crazy. That's just I just never thought Cole turning heel. I never thought that scenario. It's just MJF is it's MJF for Christ's sake.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I get it.
I like are we
And it
were I
would
didn't
be the
think
obvious choice.
right because that's what we were expecting. Oh man, you know what's gonna
It
happen,
would be
right?
great. It would be great for Cole to
Y'all
out heel the devil.
look. If that legitimately happened, oh man, that's wow. Okay, wow. That's just I never had that scenario. And that's I'm gonna get mad if that doesn't happen just because y'all said that. I just want to let y'all know y'all ruined it for me.
Oh, my bad.
Y'all ruined it because if it happens, I'm gonna be like, I saw this coming. And then if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be like, man, that should have happened. See, look, you know what? We're moving on. All right, look, I got this
Hey,
new
Tony,
thing,
listen to the podcast and take the idea, bro.
bro. So look,
And
I
to
got
help
this.
him.
Speaking of Tony, we're gonna talk about his company some more. We're gonna talk about his favorite guy.
Uh,
So, random thing I decided to do. I'm calling it a hot take. So look, I got this clip. Damien has not seen it yet. This was the talk of the wrestling Twitter today, this morning, even probably still now. But CM Punk, after the Collision went off the air last night, decided to how do you say pipe bomb?
Today, I went to a local supermarket and I figured out why they call him Hangman. It's because the pegs in the toy aisle are full of Hangman action figures because nobody wants to buy them.
Oh! You son of a bitch!
He's a peg warmer. Unlike me, who moves merchandise and tops ratings and sells toys. Everybody in AEW say, I'm the heart, I'm the soul, I'm the spirit. Well, that's objective. What is a fact is the people who say that certainly aren't the chin of AEW. Because the lights go out faster than what? GTS, go to sleep. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I got locked too. I told the House of Black no chops, and the chop makes them very mad.
Oh, I was up in the mountains, so I totally didn't see that. That's great. That is fucking hilarious.
All right, so look, this is what I want you to do. You got 2 minutes. Give me your reactions to it. Go.
Fucking hilarious. That was great. That was amazing. Oh, he's gonna get so much backlash for that. That's great. And this is why I fuck with Phil Brooks. He is now my hero. I want to be like Phil when I grow up.
Oh my gosh. All right, so look. All right, let me. I saw the video about maybe I think it was maybe like 1 o'clock this morning when I got home because I was coming from a show last night in Virginia. So when I got home, I scrolled a little bit and I was like, what? I saw something because like some people were there from the show. It wasn't until later today I actually saw what people were actually talking about CM Punk because I was like, oh yeah, I heard about the Fire Six Man. I kind of watched clips of the Six Man, and when I see the video, finally I just heard it. Oh, CM Punk shoots on Hangman. I was like, what? Whatever. No, he didn't. Like he probably said something that people just took for what it was. Really wasn't. He's working them. And then I watched the video because I wanted to get the clip, and I was like, oh, let me get the clip so we can put it on the show. And I watched it, and I go, hey, yo, what? I honestly believe that this is a work. Because I don't think that really Punk is trying at this point on his Good Graces tour that he's going to really, really do that. I think an Elite versus FTC and Punk, whatever the trio's name is called, is going to end up having a match somewhere down the line. I think this is the tease because let's be real. Who is AEW's audience?
Everybody that loves
The dirt sheets, the wrestling nerds, like wrestling Twitter, like
the ones that think they know about wrestling.
Exactly. So this is going to, as it's doing today, as we're, doing because they did their job, is all the blogs and all the podcasts and everybody online is going to talk about, CM Punk is shooting on Hangman. He's a bad guy again. Oh, bitter Punk. And I think this is great.
Oh, it's amazing. That was fucking great.
It was wild nonetheless. But if this is how they do. They're doing great if they're teasing. If this does lead to it. If Punk is actually shooting from the hip, like legit just going into business for himself, I'm gonna go down in there. Still go back to the narrative of okay, Punk's being bitter. Like, get over it. Like, like you had Ace Steel fighting for you and you got him fired.
Hey, he got him rehired.
That's true. He did get him. I forgot about that. He is rehired, but still.
Yeah. Look. Punk never let it go.
You see, look.
Don't let it go. Let it fuel you. What? That's what keeps me young, dude. I don't let go.
Red Dog TV. I didn't know Red Dog had TV. Look, you are off the clock. I think Punk was right. Hangman hasn't really done anything since dropping the title. I'm looking at the comments. You said you were at, isn't he he said he's at the beach. Enjoy the beach. Okay, I got this.
Well, he just dropped in real quick to see, what was going on.
No, he's trying to make sure we haven't got canceled yet. What's up, Fred? True. Welcome. Hey, Fred. Mark's at AEW's. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes.
Oh yeah, hands down.
So
you got to sprinkle in actually some wrestling, like legit wrestling fans as well.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. So no, I will not.
Why would you say it, Dad?
Because he's trying to make fun of my my city accent that I don't have.
You don't have.
I don't know.
Okay. Say Avenue.
I'm not. Anyway, so let's move on to match of the week. What you got for me, Damien? What's your match of the week, bro?
Hold on. It's been a very blurry week.
It has been, but I have I had the wonderful. I'll give mine first, then you can because I have mine.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Yeah, go first.
I had the wonderful privilege to be a part of Next Up Pro Wrestling out of Hampton, Virginia, and I was co-main, by the way. You know, me and your boy Noah defending those tag titles. Okay, co-main. You know, we main it last. Well, I didn't main. Him and Prince did, but Pure Ignorance main it the last show, and now we're co-main still. You know, because we're like that. So, you know, we got the dub, of course, but the main event was fire, okay? Eel O'Neal versus Project X. Look, when the footage drop, y'all, that's a match you gotta like. Bro, Project X is dope, and if you haven't seen him, you need to like go on YouTube, Twitter, IWTV, find him and just watch all his stuff. Dude's amazing. But yeah, that's my match of the week, okay? And my honorable mention is, of course, Pure Ignorance versus Graphical Vices for the next up Pro Tag Team Championships. But hey, that's just me. That's just honorable mention. But yeah, definitely Eel O'Neal and Project X. What you got, Damien? What you got? What you got, brother? What you got? Come on, time's up.
Between three. I'm stuck between
what?
three.
All right, cool. You know what? This
Hayes versus Dragunov.
Okay.
Even though I know that was a little while ago, but we didn't have a show the following week. But then I also really enjoyed Balor versus Rollins.
Oh, yeah.
And oh god, what the hell was the other one? That triple threat match for the North American title.
Yeah. Oh, the LA Knight came out. That's my that actually
Wesley, Dirty Dom, and Mustafa Ali.
So that was my match of the week until yesterday. I love that match. Love that match.
Those three right there, and I really, really enjoyed that NXT Championship match.
Oh yeah, look, Melo and look.
Yo, Melo and Dragunov killed it.
That's my favorite Melo match so far, and
they killed it.
And I love and I constantly say it every time.
He was gonna lose.
But listen,
I legit thought he was. No, I'm just saying the
Melo in the fourth quarter don't miss. He is clutch.
I'm just saying.
He don't miss, bro.
Look.
Okay, you know what this is? That says Mamba mentality, okay? Mamba mentality. You know what Carmelo Hayes has? All right, he got that Mamba mentality, my guy. Okay? I'm talking number 8 Mamba mentality, okay? Young.
I'm just putting it out there. They played it really, really good. Actually, I was kind of hoping Trick Williams was going to toss him the title.
Oh my goodness, you're just a bad guy. You just always want someone to turn. Not everybody got to turn on each other, as we clearly saw. All right.
Look, I don't like Trick Williams. Okay.
I know you don't, but still,
he's taking us back 100 years every time he's on screen.
Oh my gosh, it's not true.
Just saying. I just was hoping that he was going to do that so he could get beat up by Carmelo. That's all.
Oh my god. Anyway,
I'm just sick and tired of seeing them together.
Well, good. Now you don't have to. Now you don't have to.
I know, because they did it the stupid way.
No, they did it the right way.
I want to go
did it the right
to prove myself.
Yeah, bro. He had to be his own man. He's like, look.
Yeah, you know how you be your own man? Challenge the NXT champion.
But that's his friend, though.
Be a man. Grow some balls.
He ain't earned it though. He hasn't earned it.
You know why earn it? Take it.
Because he's a good person. Unlike you.
No, he is not. Don't give me that. He is a horrible.
He is. He's a good person.
Trick Williams is god awful.
He's a good.
The only reason why he's not on my coldest wrestler is because I hate Jericho more.
Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go. All right, we got our next topic. This was actually brought up. This was told by my producer in the chair who's not here, who's not working, that we had to talk about this. But it's a good topic. So we're talking about the spear. All right. Why does everyone use it as a finishing move? You got your Goldbergs, you got who else? Your Roman Reigns, Rhino. Who else does it? Edge does it. Caitlyn used to do it. I remember Caitlyn used to do it. Lashley does a good one. You did. Who else? I'm trying to think of who else. Because there is a lot. Oh, Big Show at one point was doing it.
Yeah.
So, and then everyone on the Indies does a spear, just like a super kick now, which is crazy when he brought it up. So, I'll give you the floor on that, being as someone who is a executionist, executioner of the spear. You know what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it being used too much? Overused?
Yes. Is it being overly used? I think so. Boom. It's not my time.
Yeah, I think so, because when I started doing it, there was only like a small handful of people that did it.
I mean, you're 4,000 years old.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
that
like now it's kind of diluted.
I mean,
watered down.
Don't you? I mean, haven't you felt the same way about the DDT?
Not when executed perfectly.
Oh. Really? You still think a DDT in 2023 can end a match?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh wow!
If it's done properly.
Oh brother!
And with grace.
Wow, you sound like somebody behind the times.
What it do?
Oh, look at that, Prince Machiavelli. I'm just saying. You think?
What are you trying to say?
Ooh, but I don't know, man. You're old. Your old school is showing. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, how about this? Let me drop you on your head and see if I can get you.
Oh man, jeez. Look, I had to tell him, Prince, that look, his old school was showing. He really. Thank you, Fred. Ain't nobody popping for DDTs out here.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna make this my personal mission.
Look, and guess what?
The start of next year, I'm gonna make the DDT popular.
All righty. Look, I believe
I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back.
Over there in the West Coast, look. I will, when you get the West Coast, all of them doing DDTs. I'll bring some merit into it. But yeah, man.
I'll bring it. No, you're right though. Spear's getting too much.
Yeah, and Frank got a good point. Like, if you big dudes using spears makes sense. Like,
well, yeah, it does.
It's a tackle. Like, you gotta look like if you talking about like football, like. Especially if you look back and because I mean, not the NFL, because the NFL is really watered down, more protective of players, which is good on them. But back in the day, all right, now that's my old school showing. Back in the day, right, in the 90s and then the early 2000s, man, the Ravens used to hit. Ray Lewis used to knock people out, like
people's helmets off.
Yeah, and that's what they were doing. The defense, that's a tackle. It's and. That's what you, in a sense, that the spear really is, unless you're doing it like the edge way, like you give him a hug and slam him down.
See, mine was a little bit different, and then I ended up with the titanium plate, so that gave it a little bit more.
Yeah,
it just depends. I think it's just being used as a spot now, or a false finish. Or a setup to another move is just stupid.
Yeah, especially because it's not. I promise you now. A lot of times it's not being used as a finish. Like it's not ending matches. The video of Chad Johnson trying to hit Ray Lewis is the funniest. You look as it that is. I know exactly what you're talking about. That I actually just seen it like a couple weeks ago. It popped up on my feed again.
I do remember that.
I'll never forget that joint. But yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. It's not really a finisher unless it's like the old heads. I don't want to say I hate using that term old head. Let me not say that. But your older wrestlers like your Goldberg, Rhino's spear looked like it.
Oh, the gore?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
The gore looked like, and apparently I have word because I've heard word that it's actually feels like he's just giving you a hug, and it just looks that way.
I believe it. Well, you got to remember, it's Rhino. He's a short tank.
Exactly, yeah.
And so he hits low, but it's probably safe. But it's like an instant contact to the ground because he's not a tall dude. You know what I mean? So it's like literally just boom to the ground. I don't know.
Remember the old remember in the video the old video game Goldberg's spear used to be so insane, but never was like that in real life. Like he caught you and like picked you up and like he went straight down. Like he never speared like that.
That's how they wanted him to do it.
But
it just looked like he ran you over.
Yeah.
Like it legitimately looked like he ran you over. It was like a freight train coming at you. Then Bobby Lashley had the little flip.
Yeah.
Roman's got his little flair to it.
Yeah, you know what I just thought about? Batista used the spear.
He did use it for it. He did.
His spear was garbage though.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
So and people need to stop it.
People need to stop it. OG Roman Reigns had the most dangerous spear and had to legit tone it down because he was murdering people. Look, Roman. Look, that's that Samoan. All right, strength right there. That's Roman. You know what the funny thing is? This you're right. I think if y'all remember, Roman did have probably.
He had a good spear.
The best spear when he was really in the Shield. Like he was really like chucking dudes.
Yeah, he was.
Let's go. Guess what? This will lead into our this or that since Red Dog's not here, so I got to come up with it on my own. All right, who has the better spear? All right, who has the best spear? You ready for this one?
All right, go ahead.
All right, here's the this or that. Who has the better spear? Rhino, Roman Reigns. Yeah. All right, and then for all our viewers and our listeners, let us know as well. Hashtag this or that. Tweet at us at 3count_pod for our audio podcast listeners when you're checking this out. And my live viewers, put in the chat. Everybody who's watching us on Facebook. I know we got a couple people. We got a couple people on here on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitch. Definitely, who you think got the best spear? All right.
Ooh, they both were over.
They were. That's the thing.
They're both over. They're both devastating. Ooh. They both get crowd interaction, participation.
I mean, you think? Look, this is better. This is better than anyone that Red Dog's done. See, let me not say that because then he'll be like, "Oh, no, you come up with it."
Yeah, you better not say that.
Best spear. Roman. I got mine. You know what? I
You go first. You go first. You go first.
All right. I didn't have mine until just now. So look, and I had to think about it too. So look, I'm gonna go with Rhino. Just because every time Rhino does the spear, it's the same spear. And it looks the same, and it looks crazy. It looks insane. It looks like they killed a person. I'm Roman. He has toned down his spear a lot now. So like the Samoan spike spear, I'm not counting that. That's like a fusion joint. That's a tag move. So I'm not counting that because every time they do that, that looks sick in itself. That's death. Like you're getting like tackled in the gut, and then you're getting like a big thumb, meaty Samoan. Make sure I say it, Samoan thumb right to your throat. That's death. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Rhino.
Gonna have to agree with you only because I've seen Rhino do these spears, especially in ECW shows.
Mm.
And I hate to go against my tribal chief, I really do. But like some of those spears, and I've seen those in person, like
Yeah,
people
I have
going
to.
through like tables and
Yeah.
walls and women. The only thing he didn't spear was children. And I think that's just because they probably would have all went to jail if they did.
Fred's on the side of Roman. That's cool. Yeah, the look,
Yeah,
and
that makes
it's
sense.
true. The ooh, look, that's facts. I agree with him. The ooh, I have
That's
been
that
I've been
that
to live
that
shows, and I've been to TVs, and the ooh, I do it
it's
at
over.
home. I do it with him
It's
too. So
over.
it is.
Yeah,
It
no, it's
is.
over.
My
That's what made
Chase
it
does it.
hard.
My kid does it too now. He's ooh. So yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I'm sticking with Rhino, and it's crazy because I never go against my tribal chief, and I'm gonna get probably speared by him and be like, yeah, pick
and you're
against
gonna
me
be like,
again.
which one's better?
Exactly, and I'm gonna go, you my tribal chief. I'm gonna turn to Paul Heyman. You my tribal chief. Yes, my tribal chief. Oh man. So yeah, like I said, make sure you let us know in the chat, hashtag this or that on Twitter and all those other social media things that put hashtags. I think hashtags are still cool.
All
So
right. After the whole, hold on. So, real quick. This has nothing to
I
do with
know.
the
I'm sorry.
the wrestling. So you're out of the bloodline. So it's so now that Twitter is that other thing, right? What do
right.
you call the thing? 'Cause it's not called tweets anymore. So what the fuck is it called? Do you have a name for this? I've been trying to figure this out because it
The-
can't be the obvious. Because if it is, it's even stupider than the name change. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me it is. Please.
It is
Yes,
called.
don't tell.
It is called post. It's called a post.
That's it. So they just
It's
downgrade it. Is that what
it,
they're doing now?
it is no longer retweet. It is free post.
That was lazy.
It is, yep. It is post.
Then
It's
the
just
X doesn't stand for anything.
no, at least not to my
It's,
knowledge.
it's
I
just an X. It's just an
I
X.
try.
That's it.
Look, I blocked Elon on his own app.
I think I still have him on mine.
I promise you, I didn't follow him to begin with, and he didn't follow me. I still blocked him because I want no
You said I
parts.
still blocked.
And my block list is at this
So
point in
you
time
said
is very.
Elon Musk was on X when he decided to rename it X?
I have no idea. Like I said, I've blocked him months
Oh,
ago. Okay, I don't keep up with that man. And after he bought it, and the whole Twitter thing when he locked the people out the building, he fired everybody. I stopped caring about what happens to Twitter. I go, if it dies, it dies. I
I'm
was
just
like,
curious.
it sucks that I had a good. I just started getting a nice little Twitter following, but hey, it is what it is. I don't follow that man.
All right. I'm gonna look this up this week, and I'll have an answer for you next week.
Oh no, man!
Yeah. I'm curious. Look.
Damon has
I'm
now created a
curious.
new segment just daily, now based off giving us Elon's topics for the weeks. I love it.
Hey, that's a boy.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
I'm
if
doing,
you
look. When he goes to Mars, I'm going with him.
no more Elon talk. Goodbye. No. If you've reached the end of this episode, I apologize. I apologize that you made it through a low key, a kind of solid show. And yeah, and it went off the rails talking about Elon. But guess what? You get a PlayStation trophy if you're a PlayStation user, and if you're an Xbox user, you get an achievement. And if you're a PC user, sucks to suck. Make sure you give us a follow on all of your favorite social media platforms. This show's off the rails now. I'm calling a spade a spade. If you're still on PC, you're not. You're just look. You're Mark. Okay, I don't care if the graphics are good. You're missing out. Okay, you're missing out because guess what? You can't play Spider-Man PS4, and you just got The Last of Us, and it was trash. But PlayStation's had it since day one. That's all I'm going to say on that. Anyway, like I said, follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. I promise this is a wrestling podcast. All right, follow us and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Yeah, like I said, give us a 5-star Frog Splash review all the way from New Namek. Okay, seriously. All right, tell all the Nameks I said what's up before you jump as well. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Follow us and give us a like on Twitch. And on that podcast thing, follow us there, like us. Tell your friends also that if you should watch the show, you should check out our episodes. Okay, we got interviews too. Okay, Red Dog does interviews with a bunch of different independent wrestlers. We're already past 300 interviews. Okay, your favorites have probably been on the show, so check that show out too. Okay, yeah, and watch another episode of the show. Okay, watch Damien and Friends. Okay, the spinoff that's about to get his whole nother show. He just didn't know.
Don't say that. Don't. Look. Every once in a while, I'm cool with that. Don't turn this into a regular thing.
Nah, I'm just saying. Make sure you watch another episode. Okay, be there or just check out another episode as I end this broadcast. And it takes forever to end. It's going to take forever to end, guys, because like I said, this Chromebook is slow. So if you're still here and it's still going, hey, welcome to the after show.
This bed is so comfortable.
I bet it is. I don't know if it's. I can still add comments. Hey, Phil Stamper, guys. He does have an episode. He does. You should check that episode out. He's actually on a couple of them.
Hey guys, it's the host of the 3 Count. Chaz Evans here. Make sure to let you know that I don't run shit. I don't do shit. I just talk shit. And make sure you subscribe to our podcast. What else did you do? You should also follow us on all social medias. That's the Facebook at 3 Count Podcast, the Instagram at 3 Count Pod, and the Twitter at 3Count_pod. Also, if you like us a lot, you should definitely buy a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/3countpod, and that's the number 3. Don't be an idiot and type in THREE, because you're not going to find anything. So make sure you follow us at 3 Count Pod or 3Count_pod on Twitter and buy a shirt. Be there or be somewhere else.